Ghost buddies, I've been wasting a lot of time on dealing with trolls lately and people that just want arguments with me, and it's getting tiring and it's getting boring. I'm always happy to help. I'm always happy to answer questions. I'm always happy to engage in conversation and help people learn or just share ideas. I'm always happy with that, but I don't like wasting my time on people who just want to argue and just are only interested in being right rather than in finding out something and maybe learning something. So I'm putting together this video. It's my rules of engagement video for social media. If I've sent you this link, it's because I think you've done something that goes against this rules of engagement video. Have a watch. Decide whether you want to keep on engaging with me. If you watch this video and then come back and keep on behaving in the same way that you have been, I'll block you. It's simple. So, first thing to think about is ask questions. Don't assume that you know something about me other than stuff that I've explicitly stated. Don't assume that you know my point of view or that you know my background or that you know anything about me. Assumptions make an ass of you and me. So, ask questions, don't assume. Second thing, don't be rude. We don't need to be rude. I won't be rude to you. Same as the first point, I won't assume anything about you. If there's not something I don't know about you, I'll ask questions. I won't assume. And I also won't be rude to you. Well, I can't promise any of these things, but I'm going to do my best. Don't be rude. Just talk. We're people. Just pretend that you are face to face with me, and you probably won't be as rude as if you are behind the keyboard. Third thing is answer questions. If you're asking me questions, I'm probably going to end up asking you questions too. And so often I ask questions and people just ignore the question and don't give me an answer. So that's not how conversation works, folks. If you want to ask me some questions, you've got to be prepared to answer some questions from me too. That's what conversation is. So answer the questions. Don't ignore the questions. If I ask you a question that you think you're going to maybe not like the answer that you have to give, don't just not give the answer and then ask another question that's unrelated. Let's just stick to the topic and answer the questions. If possible, if you've got criticisms of what I've said or done or anything like that, I'd love it if you could provide studies to back up what you're saying. Mostly because I like learning, and if you've got a study that will prove me wrong or will provide a different point of view or whatever, please provide it. I want to learn, I want to know, and I'm open to changing my point of view if evidence prevails. So please hit me with a study, a link to a study. I don't want blog posts, I don't want YouTube videos, I want studies. I have a science degree and I like to read the studies. Another point, if you don't like what I'm saying or if you've got a problem with me in some way, it's easy to move on. You don't have to comment here. You don't have to tell me why you think I'm an idiot or all of that. You can just move on. You will notice that you can search through my history and you won't find me doing that sort of thing. If I don't like something, I just move on. And the last thing is just to remember that you came to me. I didn't come to you. So I didn't seek out this interaction with you most of the time. I've not gone to another person's post and seeked out an interaction where it's then ended up in an argument. I don't do that. You came to me, not the other way around. So just remember that. And yeah, let's just try and get along. That's the main thing. Let's just try and approach this whole experience with the idea that we've got something to learn from each other, and let's just try and make it a positive experience and try to make it a good and worthwhile interaction. Even if we don't agree with each other, we can still enjoy the experience of interacting and sharing knowledge and wisdom and all of that sort of stuff. So there you go. If you don't want to behave like that, then don't interact with me anymore. And if you do continue to interact with me after I've shared this video with you, then I will block you. And hopefully that's going to save me a lot of time, and hopefully that'll allow me to spend more time focusing on interacting with people who are approaching it from a genuine willingness to be open. All right, thanks everyone, Spud up.